Hi everyone, I just thought I would come on and make a quick video because I wasn't going to, excuse my lunch in the, my apple. I wasn't going to show any of the Harry Potter kids until I got them all done, but it doesn't look like I'm going to be getting them all done before Halloween. So I thought Harry is done and he's upstairs, but this is Ron. And I'm hoping you can see his details because he has really cute little freckles, and I've glossed his lips. It's really hard to show up the paint. It's almost as if it kind of washes out in this light. I don't know why he looks so light. It just seems to happen all the time. So that's his head, and this is the torso, and I'm hoping you can see. He's got freckles all over everything, including hands and feet. So I will just show you one foot. The toenails have been done. And, geez, I wish this showed up better. I really don't know if you guys can see it or not. Can see all of the different coloring and freckles and everything. And let me grab one of his arms. So this is his hand and his arm. I mean, he really has quite a lot of detail, and with the freckles it adds even more detail, especially because it's a bigger kit. Let's see if I can bring this down just a little bit. He is a ball jointed, but it's just his head. Now I brought it down and now you can't see his head. So yeah, the ball joint is just his head, and I'll show you the body. I'm going to be putting him together. I have to get some more stuffing because I don't have any right now. So I'll show you how this works. So this unit here, this piece will go up inside this hole in his head. So it'll go up in there. And then what you really have to do first is it goes up in through here first, the whole thing, and then comes out the top, and then this hooks up into his head. And there is, and I don't know where it is at the moment, it's like, yeah, there it is, kind of, you know, just a metal, let's see if I can get this into focus, just a metal hook that you grab here and you pull it, and when you do, it brings it through the bottom of this hole and hooks into there, and that's how the head stays on. Now, most ball jointed dolls also have it like for arms and legs and things, but this one doesn't. None of these kits do. None of these ball jointed kits do from Bountiful Baby. These, the larger kits. So here's the body, and really all it is it hooks onto the waist right here, and then your legs will hook onto here. Of course, you'll stuff that. And the only weight I actually put in this whole doll is I put a pouch of weight in the butt, because this doll is so big, it would be just awfully heavy to even try to do anything with. So I put it in the butt so that it gives it stability for sitting and things. And then this is how the arms hook on. So the arms, I hope I'm not in the way. I'll try it on this side. So it hooks on his head here, and then the rest of the arm comes down here. Now there's no holes or anything, but I've been toying with the idea of putting holes in here and running it through, because the arms do have a hole in it. And what I was thinking, I do stuff these with, I don't stuff the legs, but I do stuff the arms with just the polyfill. And I only stuff the head with polyfill, but I don't stuff any other part of the body. Well, that's not true. I mean, this part of the body. But as far as any other vinyl parts. But what I've been thinking about doing is, because the arms are weirdly attached, how they, you know, do it, like, well, it's kind of hard to see, but it would attach from here to here. So the arms are kind of floppy. So I've been toying with the idea of getting a piece of maybe wire hanger, or I'm not really sure, but put a hole through here and a hole through here, and put the wire so that it comes through the inside and then down the arms and then into the hands, so that at least you can put them in a position where they'll stay, because for such big dolls, they, you know, they don't stay in any position. And I'm even considering it for the legs, when they, you know, they come out the bottom. Yep, sorry, they come out the bottom of here, and they also have a hole in them. And I was considering maybe doing it because they are mostly in a sitting position. I have stood them up with doll stands, but because they have that bent part in their leg, it's not really, they don't really stand completely straight up. So I thought it may help if I put some kind of an armature or something in there, but we'll see. I haven't gotten that far yet, but I just wanted to show him real quick. I'm going to pause this video, and I will put at least his head on his shoulders and his wig on, just to show you what he looks like. Okay, back again. I just set his head on. I haven't actually put him together yet. It took me longer than I expected to get this wig on there just enough so that I could at least show you what it looks like. And I'm not doing a very good job of that, am I? There we are. So yeah, he's gonna be cute, I think, when he's done. I have his uniform, his school uniform. What I'll do is, once he's all put together, I'll take some pictures and I will post them, or maybe I'll just do another video of Harry and Ron together. So I hope everybody is having a great day. I would like to say one thing. I've spoken with a wonderful girl today, and she is just starting her journey into becoming a Reborn artist. And when I was starting out many, many, many years ago, I had been buying dolls from a very prominent artist who was so wonderfully nice that when I told her I wanted to try starting it myself, she actually sent me, like, I don't know, almost 10 pages of detailed instructions on how to do it, what colors to use, how to mix them, how to do everything. And she was so kind to do that because, I mean, she's still in business, Bushel and a Peck Nursery. Her name is Wanda Monroe, and she was so kind as to help me out so many years ago, and I've tried to pay that forward. And if anybody else is interested, we all end up with our own style. So no matter what an artist knows, or their techniques or their secrets, so to speak, there's no reason not to share with other people, because even though she gave me that wonderful start, we all end up having our own painting styles. No matter what you're taught, it's going to become your own. You can take art classes to learn how to paint or to learn how to sculpt, and you can be taught by the most prominent artists, but you still will not paint the same way that they do. You still will not sculpt the same way that they do. So my thoughts have always been, for life's lessons, not just for painting, is that success unshared is failure. So I have no problem sharing with anyone the information that I was given years ago. I still have it, and sometimes I even still go back to it. I do not have a problem sharing any information or showing you videos, techniques, anything anybody is interested in knowing. So please, if it's something that you've always thought about doing or wanted to do, it's not an impossible feat. I by no means was an artist, and it took me many years of trial and error on my own part, even after learning, to discover my own ways of making colors, my own palette colors. And I will say this, a mistake that a lot of people make, and I was very guilty of that, never knowing, is that when you're painting, when you get your colors and everything, and sometimes you think, oh my gosh, it still is not coming out like a skin tone. Believe it or not, this is called, I believe it's yellow, yes, yellow ochre. And when you make a wash of this yellow and go over your color, it really brings out that deep, rich skin tone. So that's something to keep in mind. You don't want to use a lot. And sometimes I even use the yellow ochre and take just a teeny tiny speck of brow brown, and I put it in there just to make it just a tiny bit deeper of a wash. And I don't put it on with a paintbrush. I actually put it on. See, you can see my color on here. Yeah, it'll come out a little bit. Kind of looks green. I don't know why, but it's not. It's yellow. But I use the pouncing method as you would when you're doing modeling to bring out that rich tone. And sometimes after I'm done with it, I will add some more color and then put another coat of this on. Another thing that a lot of people don't know is the glossing. When you gloss the lips or you gloss the fingernails, when you're all done baking and you've done all your matte and everything, this is what I use. It's called Aleene's Paper Glaze, and I was also taught that by the same woman. That's how I put a little gloss in the corner of the eyes. Let me take his head off, bring it up close, and just so I'm not sure if it will even show up, but I do gloss the corner of the eyes. I gloss just very lightly on the under eyelid, tiny little bit just up inside the nostrils. Normally I open mine. A lot of people don't. I didn't do it on these big dolls because they have deep nasal cavities. And then I gloss the lips, and I even do a little bit just on the ears, a little bit on the very, very inside, and then just a little bit along the crease of the outside of the ear, and just on the inside, just a tiny bit. That's another thing. A lot of people don't know that. I had to teach myself how to paint silicone because nobody would give me any information on that. And after a lot of trial and error, I learned. And if anybody is interested in that, please do not hesitate to ask me any questions. I'm by no means a complete expert, but I have been doing this since I've been reborning now since 2008, 2009, and I started silicone painting around 2014, I think it was. So I've had a few years of it under my belt. I don't think we ever, stop learning. So I hope that anyone who is interested, please jump in and try it. Buy yourself the cheaper kits. Try that way. We're all going through a transitional period right now because of the Genesis paints. I'm lucky enough that I still have quite a bit of my paints. This is all, and there's some more up in there. So I still have quite a bit, enough to do maybe, I don't know, really can't tell, maybe 4 or 5 dolls, maybe a few more, I don't know, depending on the size of them. So this transition period is for me also a new learning phase with either air dry paints or acrylic paints. I'm kind of hesitant to even go forward with it. I'm still so into my Genesis that I'm almost afraid, but it's going to be a reality because there just isn't going to be any more Genesis paints. So, but while I can still give any help at all with the medium that I'm using, which is still Genesis, or with painting silicone, please do not hesitate to ask me. I hope everyone is having a great day, and we'll talk soon. Bye.